Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general reading for those born under the sign of Pisces for November 2020. Now, this will be a general reading, so some of it may resonate with you, some of it may not. Most of it may resonate with you, most of it may not. It just depends on your situation. So take what does and leave what doesn't. Okay. There is also going to be a full moon on the start of this month, so I'm sure it's going to make life quite interesting, especially with the Mercury retrograde. But yeah, we'll see how things are going for you Pisces. This is going to be a Celtic cross spread, so for the month of November. And I'm shuffling a bit more because like this. One, because yeah, I feel I need to, but I've been kind of bragging that I got my arm out of my cast finally today. Well, a few days ago actually, but I'm getting some movement back in my hands and in my hand, and I'm trying to shuffle again. Wasn't sure if I'd be able to do it, and I'm glad I can. And every time I do it, it's stretching it, and I feel better. I've been feeling really good all day since just shuffling cards. It's been good. Okay, so Pisces, let's see what we have for you. Focus of the reading, the Queen of Wands. So you may be dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or this is your energy, becoming confident, feeling attractive, feeling sensational. The challenge here, star. Ooh. So there may be, I'm getting several things for that, but I'm going to hold off on just a minute and see where we go from this. So, crowning you, Queen of Cups, Foundation, Ace of Wands, recent past, Three of Cups, future energies, Eight of Wands. Oh wow, now you see yourself, High Priestess. How others see you, Knight of Wands, hopes and fears, Tower, understandable, and the outcome and advice, Nine of Swords. Bottom of the deck we have the King of Pentacles. Oh, it was all going so well Pisces, what's happening? Okay, so the start of reading, you've basically come from a Queen of Wands to the Nine of Swords. Okay, so there's obviously something here. Yeah, if your fears manifest, it's going to cause this. There's not much point going with that too far just yet, because that's simply all it is. I've been just, as I'm looking over this reading, it's like it's quite simple. If you allow that, that's what will come to pass. So the star, having faith, keeping hope that everything is going to work out as it should, that everything is working out the way it should, that there is a reason for these things happening, good and bad. This is also your manifestation of it. So keep in mind with this, it's like you can manifest this outcome if your fears take over. Okay, so this confident, beautiful, attractive you, now male or female, it doesn't matter, but because males can feel attractive, that's not a problem. All right, just relax ladies. All right, but yeah, you're feeling like a new person in a way, where it's like I just sense a lot of self-awareness is what I'm getting, and that's what's made you strong and confident. Star here though, seems like Yeah, there's several things I'm getting from that. For some, it's like things haven't been going so well. They're losing faith. That could be like from a religious aspect, or just faith, like in humanity, or just for the future and all this sort of stuff. It's like that's where the challenge is. And for some of you, I'm getting where it's like you're wondering, will this ever happen? Because this star has a lot to do with divine timing. Okay, so it's like, will this ever happen? I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm ready to go. It's like, what's taking so long? This sort of business. If you're waiting for someone to come in, or you're waiting for that relationship, okay, have faith. Everything will happen, and it's in the time it's supposed to. The Queen of Cups here. So you may be dealing with a fellow water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Queen of Cups I always read as Cancerian, being the cardinal sign, so maybe a Cancerian here. But either way, this is not only external here with the Queen of Wands, but with the Queen of Cups here, this is internal as well. So externally, you're doing very well. You're coming across as very attractive. You're coming across as just a... Oh, I don't want to put it like that. Okay, well, you're coming across like a tasty snack, all right? But it's like you're the full 3-course dinner, so to speak. Okay, so I didn't really want to say snack, but that's just what come to mind. It's just sort of a saying, I guess. It just popped into my head. But yeah, you're coming across as a real treat. Okay, very sweet one at that. Because I see here Queen of Cups. I'm seeing a lot of emotional balance here internally. You've come through some difficult times. You've embraced them. You've owned them. You basically come into a very emotionally balanced state in your life here. And this is what you know to be true, is what I'm getting. Yeah, you do. Okay. Ace of Wands here in the foundation. So carrying the Ace of Wands here, okay, you have all of this. This is like within you and around you. You have it all in your hands, is what I'm getting. Okay, this is a passionate new beginning. This is a brand new start. This is a lot of fiery energy here. Just passion, just that drive it's burning. It's like if you're waiting for a relationship with someone, for example, it's like you're really waiting, like you can't wait to get started sort of waiting. Okay, like, okay, I get it. The past energies here, 3 of Cups. So there may have been, I am getting for some of you that there may have been another person in a situation which that you've had to get over, possibly previously. But most of it, I'm just getting, it's like you've been just spending time with good people, just having fun, just being lighthearted, just playing, just enjoying yourself. It's like being a teenager again, or if you are a teenager, just being you. I don't think you'd be a teenager, but let's just you just feel like a teenager again. Like, this is from past energy, and it's done you a lot of good. I think just really being yourself with other people that are on the same sort of wavelength, or even differences, it doesn't matter. It's all worked out really well with your interactions, that sort of thing in the past. And it's made you a lot more confident. It's made you a lot more attractive, because there's a lot more people that are seeing you now. So if you're attractive, just physically anyway, it's like, okay, a lot more people are paying attention to that. Great stuff. Where did I see that? No, I thought I saw. No, different cards. Okay, even better that I didn't get that one. So that's fine. But I thought I was seeing like a 7, like a, what do you call it? 7 of Wands, where it's like you're fending off attention and that sort of thing. But I think it's like you're taking it all in your stride very much, and you're loving it. But it's not like it's not like an ego trip either. Very easily could be from the situation that you're in, is what I'm getting, but you're staying very balanced. The star here, though, is a challenge. It's a difficult one, yeah. But if it's just this whole timing thing, divine timing sort of thing, that's just something that's out of control. It's nothing that you like. There are certain things that will happen when they're supposed to happen, and the more if you try and interfere in it, it's best not to. I'll just keep it simple. Also here, the overall energy, King of Pentacles, so you may be dealing with an earth sign here. King of Pentacles would be a Taurus. Alright. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, King being Taurus. You have to forgive my memory sometimes. Just don't worry about it. It's just a thing. So yeah, you may be dealing with an earth sign here, but there's definitely someone here that's paying a lot of attention to you. This is a very successful person. This is someone that's quite stable. They have what they want, they know what they want, and they're starting to see you. And not for how attractive you are, but how beautiful you are. Like an inner beauty sort of thing. It's like, yeah, they see you're attractive and that's all well and good. That's what everyone else sees. But they see sort of deeper than that. This is a very mature person, someone that's quite stable, quite accomplished is what I'm getting. So if and this, it doesn't matter, it could be any sign, but this is the sort of energy that I'm getting from this person. Like I say, you may be dealing with a water sign, you may be dealing with another Pisces here, and a High Priestess, maybe dealing with a fire sign, the Queen of Wands here, maybe dealing with an earth sign. So whichever way it is for you, but the energy of this person here is of, you know, the king sees his queen, is what I'm seeing, and he sees both the inside and the outside, and or she sees, he sees, whichever. You know, I'm a male, so I tend to read from a certain perspective. Sometimes it just naturally will come out that way, because I go from a male perspective. So there you go. But you know, try and keep it as general as I can. But yeah, how you seeing yourself? High Priestess, Pisces, very intuitive sign. This is the card of Pisces, and there's a Pisces reading, and this is how you're viewing yourself. Very complete. You're quite aware of this, and you're taking it in your stride. You understand that there is a certain way of things. You have a very good understanding of spirituality. You have a very good understanding of how things are. Such this challenge here. It's like you know better. It's like I'm not going to profess to try and understand why you're going through this at this time, because it is general, and in these readings I'm not really clarifying too much. But for you, Pisces, I am going to clarify that because it's bugging me. Why for you challenge the divine? Let us see. Too many. I have to remember sometimes I need to put the cards in front of the camera a little more. It's just more comfortable for me to sit back. Knight of Cups. Yeah, you're afraid the offer's never going to come. You've been waiting for so long. Okay. Understandable. That's fine. You're probably hard dealing with the Cancerian. They've been in the same sort of position for some time. So, where are we here? And the Knight of Pentacles. Two Knights. Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's taking some time to come in, but what's coming in is a genuine offer. This is a genuine love that's coming in. Okay? So yeah, it's worth the wait. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. Okay? Yes, it's worth the wait. Yes, it's going to be a very happy relationship with you too. And do we need much more clarification on that? I don't think so. So where were we? Pisces, High Priestess, the card of Pisces. This is, I'm speaking here with someone that's very intuitive and has a certain level of wisdom, as in they've gone through a certain level in their spiritual development, which is quite clear here as well. But I think, yeah, it can get the better of anyone if you allow it to. And this is, as I was saying before, it's only if you allow it. Because the future here, there's a lot of positive movement. There is a lot of communication that's coming in. Basically, it's like this is moving into something very positive. It's been, I see a lot of positivity, past, present, future here. You're on the right path. That's the message. Keep going. Like, see all this, the knights, all this forward movement here. Forward movement. How others see you and people in your environment, the Knight of Wands. So a very passionate person, someone that's on a, I always refer to this card every time, I think, is like, there's someone on a quest. Like, I always see the Knight of Wands, there's like someone on a quest. It's like you're determined, like you're going for this for a while. Like, this is, people see you as someone passionate, determined, that goes after what they want, they get what they want, but they're not fickle about it. You know, people see you in a very good light, Pisces. Hopes and fears, the Tower. What if I get it and it all falls apart? Well, what if you get it and it doesn't all fall apart? How's that sound? You can just as easily think about that just as much, right? So it's your choice. It's like, this is the only negative outcome here is just it's only through your own fears. If you allow that to manifest, the worst that's going to happen is it's going to keep you up at night with your mind playing tricks on you and giving us, oh, but what about this, or what about that, or, you know, but the reality is this, and so on and so on and so on. The mind will always go and go and go. You know, meditation can help, obviously. If you think, yeah, I meditate all the time, okay, well, maybe try a different type of meditation. Maybe try some yogic practices, like Nada yoga, for example, or, you know, that sort of thing. Different sort of a practice, different type of meditation, for example, that you might find beneficial. And it may not be beneficial for you always, but in this situation, it may actually help. So that's some advice there that's coming through. Got something through as I'm touching this card. This also does represent hidden knowledge, and I was getting, just as I touched that card, you don't know everything yet. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It's like whatever you're sort of self-creating, it's like you don't know everything yet, you don't know the whole picture. So try not to jump to too many conclusions. Okay. There are things that are working in your favor. There are things that are working behind the scene, and there are things that you have been working on in yourself and in your own life, and all of this is coming to a fruition. Okay. So you could also see this as a hope, that you hope that it's like if you're literally going through the spiritual work, and this can represent death of an ego, you know, that can be a hope, is where you can finally release all of this. I think you're already in this stage. I'm dealing with someone that doesn't have that sort of an ego. To be in the Queen of Wands energy and to not have an ego, you need to be in a certain stage of your development. Let's put it that way. But yeah, it's quite literally fears that it's like everything's going to fall apart, everything's falling apart around me, this and that and that. And it's like, don't stop focusing on those things. It's like, oh, but it's everywhere. Stop watching the news. Watch something that's beneficial to you. Watch something that you can learn from. Educate yourself more. You don't know everything just yet, right? So what haven't you learnt about, or what's coming to you that, or what didn't you understand about this reading? It's like that sort of aspect, or something you mentioned about meditation. It's like, Start looking at things on meditation, might come across something that you find very beneficial, that sort of thing, you know. What if it doesn't work? What if it does? Yeah, but what if it doesn't? Yeah, but what if it does? So this Nine of Swords here, you don't deserve that. Quite honestly, it's like you could be. It's not even in the reversal position. All right, Pisces. I'll do this one for you. Unless your cotton socks. Let's give you a quick oracle. I haven't done this for any other sign. Don't tell them. And there's been a few signs that have had a very difficult readings I didn't do them for, or even some clarification. So, one quick oracle card for you here. The Nine of Swords. Okay, I'm not getting anything coming from that one, so I'm going to get this one. I was just getting, it's like you don't need an oracle reading. You need to know what's most important for Pisces. Spiritual strength. Damn it, what's the purple in this deck again? Nine of Cups, I'm pretty sure that is. I'm almost positive. Borders on this deck always throw me off. There's another one. No, it must be Swords? What's that one? I'm just checking. I want to be absolutely sure. No, Wands. It's Wands. See, this deck. Like, why wouldn't you make Wands the red border? Why is it purple? It makes no sense. It throws me off all the time. Anyway, under the deck we have Shadow. So this is quite honestly, it's like dealing with the shadow. If you haven't done the shadow, if you haven't dealt with the shadow yet, that's a whole different topic. Okay, maybe that's something you might want to learn a little bit about before that happens. Because if you're not ready, that's why a lot of spiritualists don't like talking about that sort of thing. I'd be surprised how many haven't gone through it themselves. It's spiritual strength, the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands represents a warrior in battle that's taking a need to take rest, to recuperate. Okay? So, in this it's saying, take some time for the self. If there was something that was mentioned with meditation or something else that's clicked out to you, something that may have sort of, where you've held on to that, this more learning is required here. You're not at the end yet. You're not at the end yet, don't. I won't say don't worry, it's not all as bad as what you feel, but you're just projecting this, like, it's like you're jumping to the most extreme sort of end of it because you can see that, but it's all well and good to be prepared for that sort of thing, to be aware of it, but not to let it dominate your thoughts and your actions. Okay? Spiritual strength is what's needed here. Yeah, traditionally in the deck it is the Nine of Wands, where it's like the warrior taking a need of rest. But here, this is a monk, okay? Shaolin monks, warriors, okay? But they take a lot of time and care for themselves to make sure that they're prepared fully, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. So when they go into battle, they are at their absolute peak, okay? So basically what it's saying, it's like to go further, you have to pass your own. And this is more for someone that's advancing even further in their development. That this is more for there are certain things that will have to be broken down, and you're going to be rebuilding them as you see. Okay. If there is work here with the shadow, and which is a difficult energy to deal with. Very difficult. Can be one of the most challenging things you ever do in your whole life. So this is something that if you haven't gone through it yet, if you have, you'll know what it is. If you come out on top, you'll know that you have. If you going through a terrible things for a while, and it's all sort of, you can relate back to one sort of time in your life, it's like, it's because you didn't win the battle at that time, and that's probably why you haven't been thinking about it too much, because the mind's trying to play off as something else, but it's really an aspect of yourself that you're not willing to see, because there's the light and the dark. It's a very good representation, actually, of shadow. Is actually the two personas, light and the dark. It's actually, I actually quite like that symbology of that card. It's a lot more accurate. It's actually very accurate. But yeah, so I'm going on a little bit too long, but this is sort of for someone's advancement. So why not, right? But what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to have a sword wielding, you don't have to have a physical war that you're fighting. The war that you're fighting is within. So you want to be ready for when you face that battle, you want to be completely ready. Okay, so there's still more work to be done in this aspect. Yeah, and that can it'll feel like a tower when it does happen. Yeah, trust me, you'll know what it is when it happens. Hopefully you'll be in the you'll be at that point where you can recognize it when it happens, and then you'll know what to do. Okay, but yeah, spiritual strength. Take time for yourself. Make sure that you're doing okay. If you've been going through with this energy, keep going. The only and you're also getting to a point where your negative thoughts or what you're projecting out can actually manifest more easily than what it used to. So that's something to be aware of, because you could also inadvertently cause a tower moment, and which can cause you a great amount of anxiety here. So the only thing to fear for you here, Pisces, is fear itself. Everything's going to be just fine. Well, I do hope this helped bring some clarity to your situation, Pisces, and until next time, take very good care.